Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Sirianatarot. This is going to be a you versus them love reading for my dearest Taurus. Taurus, I'm going to read your energy on the right, your person's energy on the left, and then we're going to see what's happening between you right down the middle. At any point in time, feel free to swap the energies that I may be picking up on. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Taurus, let's get started. We're going to start with your person's energy. All right, so they're showing up as the sun in reverse, okay, Leo energy. You're showing up as the Knight of Cups, so you could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your chart. And we have the Death card in reverse, Scorpio energy. All right, it looks like your person may be hiding some feelings for you. Maybe they have stronger feelings for you than they're letting on. And with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's possible that there has been some sort of ending here between the two of you. But it feels like, you two haven't quite let go of each other, even if there has been some sort of ending or some sort of separation. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it may also be that your person is ending something and now they're really coming into balance. But they're, even if this has been something difficult for them, whether it was like a job, maybe another relationship or a living situation, a family thing, they're keeping a really brave face. When I get the Sun card showing up in reverse, it tells me that like they probably act like everything's fine, even when it's really not, okay? And if you've had an ending with this person, you might be like, well, they're not that affected by it, but they're much more affected by it than you realize. And I see both of you haven't really let this go or aren't quite ready for this to be over. All right, so yeah, we see the Page of Wands in reverse. This person is definitely a lot less confident than they come off as. And let me repeat that, because they might come off as really confident. This is strong ego energy running the show with the Sun in reverse. But behind that, beneath that, Taurus, and I hope I haven't called you Aries. If I did, I know I'm in the Taurus reading, but beneath that, this person really is lacking confidence, okay? They're viewing you as the Ace of Wands in reverse. They're worried that you don't feel the same way about them, that you're not attracted to them anymore, or you won't be attracted to them, or that you're going to reject them. Now, with the Knight of Cups, though, it does kind of feel, Taurus, like you do have romantic feelings here for this person. All right, and with the Six of Swords in reverse, it feels like you're also stuck on them, or you want to see them again, or you want to come back to them. And you're viewing them as the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. So you're seeing them as a destined partner. You're seeing them as somebody who has a lot to offer. You're seeing growth and expansion here. So again, Taurus, with this Scorpio energy right in the middle, the Death card in reverse, it's like neither one of you are ready to let this go, okay? Now they're viewing the relationship as the Five of Cups in reverse, one that they really want to be healed. And you're viewing the relationship as the Lovers in reverse, so you may be seeing this person as as a soulmate, somebody that you're in separation from. Now, you might be a little bit worried, though, that there is some sort of third-party interference. Now, that can be romantic rivals. That can be, it can be work, it can be friends and family, it can be distance. So really, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that, you're worried about a third-party person, romantic rival. It can be anything. And we have strong Gemini energy there. And what you see the Four of Wands, you want reconciliation, you want stability, you want commitment, you want security, you want this connection, okay? You want this to happen is what I'm getting. All right, my lovely Taurus, I still feel like I may have called you Aries at some point in time, and I don't know if I did, but I do apologize. I'm just getting like that Aries energy from somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and see for my Taurus what they need to know about this person. Reminders, they get constant reminders of you. You might also be seeing feathers or getting, like little nuanced reminders of this person. Late night scrolling, so they're definitely checking you out online at night. And we see big baby. Okay, yeah, so it's like even if this person comes off as like mature and strong and confident, I feel like they do feel like a big baby on the inside. It's kind of like what they're hiding, or at least that's what this situation provokes out of them. All right, so let's see, Taurus, what else do we need to know about this person? All right, girl with a snake. So we see empath and narcissist paradigm. Now, I don't really get that that's what's going on here, okay? I feel more so this may be what this person is reacting to. They may have ended a connection like that with somebody else before you two, got together, or recently. This person may also have a history of being charmed or being used by people. So they may be a little bit guarded because of that, okay? Or maybe they have stronger boundaries because of that. And we do see seduction. So attraction, flirting, and dating. So some of you, maybe there hasn't been a higher level of commitment yet between the two of you. Maybe it has been something that was just sort of flirting, or maybe casually dating, or just hooking up or something like that. Now, I do think this person is a little bit worried about third-party interference here, okay? And, for some of you, that may be the case, but I kind of get that. More than anything, what I'm seeing here, Taurus, is this is what this person has ended, that Seven of Pentacles. They may have been cheated on. They may have been with somebody who was quite self-centered, that was using them, that was, mistreating them in that way. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting. Now, if this is what's happened between the two of you, Taurus, I would say click off now, right? We don't want to entertain that energy from anybody. But I don't get that. I think this is more so in their history, all right? Something that they're bringing with them into the present that's creating some of those insecurities. All right, Taurus, yeah, this is, you feel this is a soulmate, all right? You sense this strong soul connection, this strong soul contract, and you're going to get the clarity and the truth that you need from this situation. And I feel like there is solidarity here. I feel like this is a connection that you do want to protect, and you see potential for power, for growth in this connection. All right, let's see. For my Taurus, what else we need to know about this person, or what might be holding them back. Holding on. You must release old ties in order to have a fresh start with someone new. Yeah. I'm glad that card came out, because this is what I was getting, that third party, that empath narcissist paradigm. Again, I don't think they're holding on to that person as in they want to be with them, but I do think it is something that still affects them that they need to release, in order for this relationship to really blossom and to grow and to go smoother. And yeah, and it's hard for them with that addiction energy. You're either obsessed with someone or struggling with addiction, get help. Again, that may be the case for some of you, but I feel more so like they have this karma that needs to be released here. Okay, let's see what they want to say to you, Taurus. What does this person want to say to my Taurus, please? What does this person want to say to my Taurus? I miss our inside jokes, and I wasn't happy the way things were going, okay? Or maybe they're not happy with the way things are going right now, okay? Not being together, not knowing, what the future outcome is here. All right, so let's see what their next actions are towards you. What are their next actions here towards my Taurus? Ace of Pentacles, investing in this connection. Wheel of Fortune, coming towards you to invest in this connection. Very, very clear messages here, all right? Final messages here for my Taurus, please. Final messages here for my Taurus, please. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. Or maybe it's time for you to reach out to this person. All right, I'm going to leave it here, my lovely Taurus. Sending you love and light. Take care.